Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Hunt and I'm a transformational life coach and EFT practitioner. So today I want to talk about something, and it's that you can't change your beliefs and your emotions if your mind and your body do not agree. Okay, so what does that mean? So if you have limiting beliefs, like I can't do that, this is not possible for me, I'm not good at that, for example, or maybe you have imposter syndrome and you compare yourself to other people or you don't feel like you're enough. So it will create anxiety and fear. So even if you have a strategy for how to handle these situations, and let's say you decide to believe in yourself, you apply for the job, you make the website, you go out on that Bumble date, convince yourself to get out of your, social bubble, for example. And then what happens? So your body is always trying to keep you safe, and so is your mindset. So even if you really want this, your body will react with what? Fear and anxiety. And the thing is that once the fight, flight, or freeze response is activated in the brain, it is really hard to turn it off. And I'm not just talking about, nerves before an interview or something like that, or before you're going to do something. I'm talking about, you create the website and you're a business owner and you just can't launch it because you can't press that launch button. You start getting panic, you start getting anxiety, you start worrying about failure, you start worrying about what if you're successful and you don't have enough time for your family anymore. So there's all these fears that are coming out of wanting to have a hope and a dream. And that seems kind of strange if this is the first time you're hearing it. You're like, but I really worked for this, I went out of my way to try my best. And another situation that is super common is we avoid things. So in this case, what's the most obvious one? Procrastination. Let's say we want to launch a business. Let's say we want to start a side job, and we just don't do it. We just don't do it. We find every other reason in the world to stay busy. We tell ourselves we don't have time. No one's forcing us to do this. No one's standing around being like, have you done, have you started your dream? Have you started your pet projects, And this is the way that our emotions can sabotage us from getting what we really want. So because our brain wants to keep us safe, we end up trying to play it small. We want to feel in control. We don't want to feel fearful or scared or anything like that. And especially when we're doing things outside of our comfort zone, sometimes we will try to sabotage ourselves in order to not do it. So what do you do about it? Okay, so one of the techniques that I find the most effective for my clients, when it comes to really getting unstuck, stop procrastinating, stop, self-sabotaging, stop talking themselves out of things that they really want to do to achieve their goals, is EFT tapping. EFT tapping actually stops the fight, flight, or freeze response in the brain. It lowers cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And it can also help in terms of neuroplasticity. So you're literally rewiring the brain to have a different response. So does that sound like something you'd like to learn about? Stay tuned.